or what have you. But if it's the way I think it is and you're limited to having those guidelines for your usage, I do think a lot of people will get quite annoyed. I'm already a bit upset about that because I like to have probably a lot more apps than I would have media or anything else. So hopefully either Nokia releases a firmware update that gets rid of that, or I pray that I'm wrong and that you do have unlimited ability to install whatever apps you want and not restricted to only 4.2 gig memory. Oh wait, I just did that, sorry. NFC, you get the options of turning NFC on and sharing. I'll turn this off because actually I do think that having NFC on, can't confirm this or not yet, but I do think it is a big battery drainer. GPS positioning, so you can choose how the device is going to turn itself, like locate itself, whether you want it to locate itself using wireless, your mobile data, or GPS. Well, obviously it uses all of them, it's on or off, but GPS, whether you want to use internally or if you have an external GPS that you want to connect it to, mobile data, all those sort of options. Counters again. That's it for device. Now we go into Bluetooth. Bluetooth, simply tap it, turn it on, tap it, turn it off. Name and information. That simply just lets you change your name and also tells you your Bluetooth address, or Bluetooth MAC address as some people like to call it. Bluetooth in status menu. So this is here. So you tap the stop status menu, comes down, hit Bluetooth, it goes, turns it on. Oh, you know what's going on here. So you got visibility, your Bluetooth devices, what's paired and what's not. Always showing Bluetooth, yep, did that already. Let's go back into settings. Sounds and vibration, so this is just setting up your ringtones and alert tones for various things. You can customize not only the ringtone, but your internet call, so that would be such as Skype or any SIP calls that you decide to set up. Mail alert, messaging alert, chat alert, calendar alert. System sounds you can turn on and off, touchscreen tones on and off, and also a varying degree of volume, touchscreen vibrations. Wallpaper. I know a lot of people have been wondering if you're only limited to that one wallpaper at the lock screen, and at the moment I have to say yes. I haven't seen any way to change the black background around the app view to anything else. There could be an app that will be released for that, not too sure. People that are familiar with Migo and Terminal may work out a way to, do some coding that lets you change it. I'm not sure. If it happens, it happens, and I'll hopefully be able to bring you guys an update on that. But as it is, out of the box, the only customization for wallpaper you have is that lock screen. Time and language. A lot of people have been wondering about what languages come installed, and the answer is pretty much all of them. If you want a language, you just scroll through, find your language you want, you hit it, you select it. Let's just hit Portuguese, for example. You want to change the language, you have to restart your phone, like everything else. Haven't actually found a language that I can think of that's not in here. Obviously, a lot of English dialects, or if there's multiple variants of this one language, they won't have more, such as, they don't have Australian English up here. But then again, it's just majority of the languages. See, what I was saying before, I don't like how sometimes you get text input, you can't change it over. Bit of lag. Applications. So you manage your applications. Here you can uninstall your apps, and also if there's updates, you just hit the updates tab at the bottom there. It wants to load. Hit refresh at the top. Oh. Checking for updates. Hopefully there's nothing yet, considering it's only 2 days old. It'd be concerning if they already had a major update. But yeah, as you can see, that's just how you update them. To view all the apps you have installed, it's got the full list here. Just scroll through. You want to uninstall something, you just tap it, bring up the info about it, and then you just simply hit uninstall. Notifications. This is something that I still think could use a bit more work. Push notifications doesn't really indicate whether it's push notifications for things such as, say, Facebook or for mail even. But then again, it'll probably all depends on the developer for each app and if they include push notifications. Feeds on home screens, so you can choose, like I said before, Facebook, Twitter, and also you can put news from Associated Press mobile app on there if you like. Tips and offers, you can get them put into your phone straight from Nokia. You have to subscribe to that. Don't know if it's a free service or not. Next, you have security. So here you can do device lock. You've got auto lock, security codes, number of tries, and trusted person. So I'll just go into on for now, no delay. Confirm my code. So now, lock it, double tap. What's going on? Not wanting to slide now. Well, this is embarrassing. Oh. So, for those that like codes, that's how it's done. Also, you can choose how many times you want someone to get it wrong. If they get it wrong, the phone will lock itself. If there's someone that you trust enough to give them the code, you can put the number in, and if you have troubles getting your code right, you can send them a message with the code. So that's pretty much security. Certificates. Haven't yet really looked at this very well. Guessing it's just like website certificates for authentication, that sort of stuff. Yep, it is. Add your own, I'm presuming. Yep, add a new certificate. Show all certificates. Developer mode, like I was saying before. The first time you turn it on, it will tell you that you need to install some components and it will restart. enabling this. Yep, so some security risks, obviously, because your phone is a lot more vulnerable to external developers. Let me just turn it back off. So as you can see, there are a lot of options there for developing excuse me, apps. What else we got? Something I didn't actually show you in applications is in installations, you can choose whether you want to limit it to non-store services or only store services. So it's a lot like in Symbian, whether you could get an app that would say, like, sorry, not an app, say you had the option of installing signed or unsigned. That is pretty much what this is saying. So obviously there's no signing for Symbian, for Mago, like there was for Symbian, but you just tick that and you can install anything from anywhere. Also here you have the individual, like some app settings for the main pre-installed things. Won't go in depth. Sync and backup, that's just to do with your computer. About product. So that has your version. Obviously you're running Mago 1.2, all the FCC sort of stuff, and then just all the legal stuff that not many of us actually read. Reset option, not really going to go into that. Something that I did struggle with at first is trying to scroll. Then the bottom here of settings, I did go up quite a bit from the bottom. That's it for now. I will bring you a new app review shortly. Sorry that it went for almost half an hour this video, but hopefully that was in depth enough for those of you that like to know more about settings and that requested in depth in settings. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next video.